Hi guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Drea. So today I'm actually going to show you how to make something that a lot of people find pretty intimidating. That's poached eggs. Let me know what you think in the comments and if you try out my method. Alright, so I'm going to get started. I've started by bringing my water to a rolling boil, and I'm actually going to do my poached eggs in a wok. I find that better because it's easier to pull them out at the end than in a pot where they kind of get stuck against the sides. Now, once my water's come to a boil, I'm going to add about 1/3 cup of white vinegar. And the reason for this is that the egg whites cook faster than the yolk, but what ends up happening a lot of the time is that the whites will kind of disperse and you'll get a lot of like wispy ends. So if you use the vinegar, it makes them cook even faster and then you don't get those wispy ends. Now another thing that I do to save myself from the wispy whites is I take a small mug, just like this one, and I'm going to take some of the water out of the wok, which is now mixed with vinegar. Just like that. And I'm actually going to crack my eggs into these cups, and I do that so that they can begin to cook in a more confined space, and then I'll add them to the wok after they've kind of solidified slightly. So as you can see, you can kind of see what I mean about those wispy whites there. But they'll start to cook in these slightly, and what I do is I wait for the yolk to be kind of, I guess have a bit of a white like covering to it, and then I'll add them very gently to my wok. So we're just gonna let those sit there for a little bit and wait. Alright, so they've been in these mugs for about 1.5 minutes, so I'm going to very, very gently just kind of coax them into the wok. Like that. And I'll do my second one. There we go. Alright, so these have been in there for about 5 minutes, 15 seconds, and when I pick them up and I jiggle them, they jiggle a bit, but they're still firm feeling, which means that the whites are cooked. Now, as you could have seen maybe, I was going around and I was kind of playing with them as they were cooking, turning them over so that they'd cook evenly, and specifically I was like cutting away the wispy bits. So now we're left with a nice poached egg. So I'm going to plate and I'll get back to you. Alright, there we have it. So I've plated my poached eggs on top of a piece of homemade bread that I've toasted with some bacon and hollandaise sauce, and then I put a bit of cayenne pepper on top just to add a bit of color and flavor. Bon appetit and smacznego!